Domain 3 focuses on promoting professional learning for continuous improvement with guiding criteria for teacher leaders to design and facilitate job-embedded professional development. In Evernote, you can find resources on each element of Domain 3, but in this screencast we have highlighted a few of our favorites to share with you. Let's take a look at one resource you might consider utilizing to promote collaborative and differentiated professional learning. In the article, 7 Steps to Flipped Professional Development, Laura Conley provides a sequential design for flipped professional development, which includes emailing teachers 2 weeks prior to the professional learning session, inquiring about learning needs. Next, she gathers teacher input and aligns it to training goals. Teachers are then emailed an interactive agenda with links to all training information and accounts to create ahead of time. Professional learning can then be differentiated per teacher's needs, grade level, or department. Explanations of each of the 7 steps to flipped professional development can be found at the provided link, 7 Steps to Flip PD.
Collecting, analyzing, and disseminating data, a critical component of professional learning communities, is what should drive professional learning regarding student achievement and outcomes. DeFore and Eaker state that staff development programs should be based on the best available research and exemplary practices. If teachers are asked to devote their time and energy to a new program or practice, there should be compelling evidence that the innovation actually makes a difference in teacher effectiveness and the success of students. The focus of Helen Timberley's research is professional development for the purpose of improving student learning. Focusing on valued student outcomes means that the cycle of professional inquiry and knowledge building begins with a question about students' learning needs. Timberley documents that teaching approaches that have been subject to research and debate are most likely to have positive impacts on student outcomes. In the most effective professional learning, judged by student outcomes, leaders are active participants, creating an ongoing opportunity to promote teacher learning. For Domain 3, Subject F, this aspect of the domain refers to the need for preparation and time to work in collaborative teams. Job-embedded professional development takes place during the school day, in the classroom, to allow teachers immediate experience and feedback. The typical classroom teacher is evaluated every 2 or 3 years, which can be valuable feedback, but teachers need more feedback in a variety of ways to know the impact they are having on their students. Once again, this study by Helen Timberley gives voice to the need for job-embedded collaboration. Timberley addresses the needs of educators to be effective in improving student achievement. A common factor of all these points listed is collaboration. This particular research study looked at the effect of professional development on student achievement. Teachers who receive an average of 49 hours of professional development can raise student achievement by 21 percentile points. Finally, Domain G speaks about the value and importance of timely feedback to strengthen teaching practices and improve student learning. John Hattie, in his meta-analysis of more than 800 research studies, concludes that feedback is essential in affecting student outcomes. Feedback can come in many forms, but it requires interaction with others, trust, and a desire to improve. Job-embedded professional learning refers to immediate feedback and implementing feedback in a true classroom setting.
Element H of Domain 3 takes us to the use of information about emerging education. Partnership for 21st Century Skills is a national consortium of educators, business leaders, and policymakers who are leading the way in nationwide college and career readiness acts and resources. California Department of Education recently joined this consortium and recommends utilization of their free instructional and professional development resources. What does 21st Century Skills professional development look like? It includes not just curriculum coaches, but digital literacy coaches as well. It's systematic, involves application, collaboration, data analysis, inquiry, and a blended adult learning environment, including e-discussions, online courses, and use of digital resources and web tools. To determine if your school or district is geared for 21st century professional development, consider these questions. Is professional development focused on 21st century skills? Has my school or district completed a self-assessment to determine resources and training needs? Can I organize a 21st century skills study group at my site or district for interested teachers and staff members? For more information on 21st century professional development, visit the Partnership for 21st Learning link provided.
To summarize Domain 3, we'd like to close with a quote from Barack Obama in a speech delivered on the 200th birthday of President Lincoln. Lincoln recognized that while each of us must do our part, work hard as we can, and be as responsible as we can, in the end, there are certain things we cannot do on our own. There are certain things we can only do together. There are certain things only a union can do.